Ever wish you could just ROCK that next presentation? Or like just feel comfortable in your own skin, no matter who you're talking to.
Totally.
Well, today we're diving into how to tap into that confidence I think we all have inside.
And it's more than just like surface stuff, right? It's about that deep down confidence that impacts, well, everything.
Exactly. And to guide us, we're turning to this conversation between podcast host Melissa Monte from the Balance Theory podcast and Samam.
Oh, I love her.
Sama's background is fascinating. I mean, she's an economist, a Forbes contributor, and she founded this whole speaking bureau.
What I find so interesting about her is she connects public speaking and like personal growth. Like they're all related, not separate things.
Right. It's all connected. So Samam, she starts by sharing her own story.
Right.
Get this. She started her career in banking.
Really?
And she was good at it, but...
Had to be a but.
Right. Big time. She had this like nagging feeling, a blister, she calls it. Something wasn't right.
That is so relatable. I think a lot of us, we've been there, stuck in a job, maybe even a relationship. That's not BAD.
But not amazing either.
Right. Gently soul crushing, as she puts it.
Oof. Yeah. Been there. And for her, it came down to her values. Helping people, giving back. That's huge EE for her. And well, let's just say that wasn't exactly the corporate world's focus.
Yeah, when your values and your work are misaligned, you got to do something.
You do.
Cool.
So she takes this huge leap, leaves this comfy banking job to pursue, well, her passions, which honestly is scary. So what advice does she have for, the rest of us feeling that blister?
It's all about those small ways to nourish your soul, even if you're not quitting your job tomorrow, right? It could be a hobby, a side hustle, anything that brings you joy.
So those little pockets of joy, let them fuel you. Life's too short to be fine.
Exactly. And this is where public speaking comes in. Might seem random, but trust me.
Okay, public speaking for self-discovery. Go on.
She uses these exercises like the elevator pitch. You've heard of that, right? But she uses them to help people own their skills. And you know what? So many people, even really successful people, they downplay their accomplishments.
It's like we're afraid to acknowledge our own awesomeness. Why is that?
It's probably a lot of things. But the point is, expressing your skills. It's not bragging, it's owning your worth. And that's way bigger than just public speaking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's about showing up authentically everywhere. Work, friendships, all of it. Being real, being you, that's the magic.
It's like, that saying, people might not remember what you said, but they'll remember how you made them feel.
Oh, totally.
That's authenticity right there.
So true. But how do we actually cultivate that? It's easy to say be authentic, but...
Right. Easier said than done.
Exactly.
Well, Siam talks about saying no more as self-care.
Like saying no, like setting boundaries.
Exactly. Not being difficult, but honoring, your own needs. Every time you set a boundary, even a small one, you're building that confidence.
Wow, I never thought about it like that. It's so easy to fall into that people-pleasing trap.
It really is. And she has this great tip. I love it. She says, imagine you're giving advice to someone you love. Like, what would you tell your best friend in this situation?
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
It helps, right?
It totally shifts your perspective.
Exactly. It helps you tap into what you need. And honestly, that's what it's all about. Trusting your gut. Something feels off, even a little. Honor it.
So we've got authenticity. We're setting boundaries. How does this all play into, say, like networking, which honestly can be kind of a scary word?
Oh, networking. I think it's scary because we think it has to be so transactional.
Yes. Like, here's my business card. Please be my friend.
The worst. And some's all about ditching that. It's about connection, really. And she says, one place to start is those standard networking questions like, what do you do?
Okay, yeah, then what? I never know what to say after that.
Right. So instead of just focusing on job titles, try something like, what are you passionate about? Or what's a project you're excited about right now?
Ooh, I like those.
Right. Gets people talking about what they actually care about.
Way more interesting than just like job interview stuff. It's about finding that common ground.
Yes. And what's cool? Research shows that people who approach networking with a giver mindset, they actually tend to be more successful.
Givers, as in they're focused on what they can give, not just get.
Exactly. It takes the pressure off. You can just focus on building, real relationships, and those are the ones that matter.
It really is about changing like the whole vibe of the thing.
Right. It's less about networking and more about, well, just being a good human.
Yeah. And who doesn't love talking about what lights them up?
Right.
Really?
Totally. It makes such a difference.
So big picture, what are the takeaways from all this? If we had to sum it up.
Ooh, that's a good question. I think for me, the big one is that confidence. It's not something you just get key, you know? It's a process.
It's a journey, not a destination.
Exactly. And along the way, remember how amazing you are. You've got this like unique set of skills and experiences, right? No one else has that. Own it.
Love that. No more dimming our light.
Exactly. Let it shine. Oh, and one more thing, authenticity. That's huge. Presentations, networking, even just chatting with a friend. Bring your real self. That's what people connect with.
So much truth there.
Yeah.
Okay, as we wrap up this deep dive, one last thought. What's one tiny thing you can do today to honor your true self?
Ooh, love that. Maybe it's saying no to something without a big explanation.
Or maybe it's speaking up in that meeting you've been nervous about.
Or even just, going for it, starting a conversation with someone new.
Whatever it is, trust yourself, go for it, and let your amazingness out into the world. Until next time, keep on diving deep.